For the month of September, I attended as many shows as I could fit in my schedule. I went to a lot of different venues. I met a lot of different faces, a lot of different artists, and I want to talk to you about those. I tried to fit in as many as I could in my schedule. That was every weekend, and those were a few weekday shows. I went to a show that was completely packed on a Tuesday. That was Dropout Kings. I went to a lot of amazing shows. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about those, and I'm going to try to mention as many local artists as possible. I'm going to continue going to these shows. So you can definitely be finding my face in the community. You can definitely be finding my face at these different events. If you want to see me at an event or you want me to be at an event, let me know about it. Tell me about it. Invite me to it. I will do my best to be there. And I will be at shows, so you can definitely be looking for me. So, I wanted to share what types of shows I've been going to. I've been going to metal, I've been going to punk, I even went to some open mics. I went to some different hip hop and rap, and there was one I even went to that was just a bunch of different styles, and it was an amazing experience. Part of my experience that I am sharing with you too is that I have also noticed locally, there's a difference between paid and free events. I have definitely been able to witness and experience that difference. So the paid events, they actually tend to be more um, our talents, our music industry. We are really like putting our work into these paid events. However, when there are free events, our bands and talents are getting and creatives are getting the opportunity to be at these shows, to perform in these shows, and they're free, they're not giving as much energy as they do to the paid shows. So I've learned also that I kind of prefer maybe the paid shows because I'm actually getting to see the artists do their real work compared to when I go to the free shows, and that's kind of, they don't give as much energy. I wouldn't say that it's exactly a half-assed. However, I would say that they are maybe not giving all of their energy that they could or that they would toward like a paid show. So I really enjoy and value and appreciate going to the paid shows, not only because I'm paying the artist and they're really benefiting from me, but also because I get to benefit from that experience as well and really get to see what they're capable of and what they can adapt to and stuff. And some of these free events, the crowd's not all that big. For some reason, even on a Friday night, even at like Dream on the Green, I've noticed like the crowd is not that big. American Dream is where Dream on the Green is hosted, and I've just kind of learned that the crowd was really small, the crowd was not enthusiastic, and even the bands, even though they performed really well, they I feel like they didn't perform as well as they could have if it was a paid event. I have also been to at an event at the Shakedown and noticed the exact same kind of experience. It was a free show. They didn't give all of their kind of they didn't show their true talent, I felt. And for whatever reason, I feel like if I'm paying for a show, and I'm guessing it's kind of the same way, if you're paying for a show, you're going to get the quality of that paid show. And if you're going to free shows, I feel like maybe you're not going to get as much quality as you would a paid show. So I've been noticing and learning that I kind of prefer the paid shows so that I get to see just the raw experience and the artists at their full potential. However, I really did appreciate the experience of the free shows too, because those really gave me just the raw artists without like the enthusiasm of the crowd. So the energy wasn't pushed by the crowd. The band wasn't really trying to like push the crowd as they usually do in like a paid event. And so I've been kind of navigating that a little bit, and I'm definitely going to be going to more free shows. I love the events. I love just that experience and getting to know the artists. And in that kind of environment, I got to experience more conversation with the actual artists, which I really loved. But at the same time, I've also noticed, particularly in the shakedown, when the bands are kind of performing, they go off and talk to themselves, and it's just kind of like the band keeps to themselves rather than the band interacting and engaging with the crowd. And I feel like that really makes a difference for the overall experience for all of us, And I feel like we might get more out of it when I get more out of it when the artists are actually engaging in conversation with me and getting to know me as their audience. I love that. I love those kind of interactions. Next, I'm going to share with you my experience when it comes to drinks. So I can't actually like drink alcohol. I used to, but I've had to kind of get away from that. So I am actually going to these events and asking for waters. And depending on how the water is served to me, that really makes a difference to me. I go there and I'm really wanting to like kind of be treated like a customer. I want to be treated like one of the other audience, not treated differently because I'm not maybe the same money value as somebody else. That shouldn't make a difference. If I could be buying the drinks, I absolutely would. But it made a difference in my experience when I am handed, when I'm given a water that has a straw in it, and the bartender makes it look cute, and maybe it gives me a lemon. I've been to a couple of places where I was literally just handed a cup of water, and with some ice in it, and that's it. And no straw, no like garnish, nothing. And that makes a difference to me. I want to be able to fit my environment. And when I am there, I am kind of being seen differently because I'm drinking a water already, right? I want to be able to have the same experience of that straw in my drink. I don't want the crowd looking at me differently just because I'm drinking water. And honestly, I don't want them to know the difference between me drinking a drink with them, enjoying a drink with them, or enjoying a water with them. I want to just be seen as a person at an event as an equal. And that makes a difference. And I feel like I'm not the only one who's experiencing this. I know there's other people going into these events, into bars, who are in different venues who are also not drinking alcohol. And I feel like they deserve the same kind of experience as the people drinking alcohol. That's just where I stand with this, and this is my experience, and this is part of my review. So I would prefer at certain venues with music, to be treated as a person who's also consuming alcohol when I am consuming water. So, I have had an experience where I was handed, like a water, and when I asked them to bring me a straw, they brought me these tiny little straws that didn't even fit the cup. So my cup's like this big, and the straws are like this big, and then like the straws already fall into the bottom. I felt like in that experience, and especially the attitude of that bartender, that they didn't really appreciate me asking for a water. That made a difference in my experience kind of overall, because if I can't even enjoy my drink and I'm being treated with a different level of respect because of my order for water, and me asking for a straw, I feel like that makes the overall experience not as pleasant, not as fulfilling. And I'm really there for like fulfilling in engaging conversations, and just a fulfilling experience. So that's where I am with that. And some bartenders were so awesome. I never even had to ask for a straw. That's what I'm looking for, right? I asked for a water. They gave me a straw. I had somebody at uh, the Black Squirrel who gave me not only a straw, not only a lemon, but they also gave me a lime. I thought that was amazing. At another event, I went to, I believe it was Maloney's. Maloney's gave me a lemon. Lately, since my last video of kind of complaining about this water experience for myself, and just kind of I was offended by the fact that I had been getting waters with out of straw without any kind of like lemon, lime, nothing, and just being treated awfully for ordering a water. So when I go to since then actually, I've been going to these events and venues, and they give me my drink, they give me a straw, or I get a lemon, or I get, I just got a lemon and a lime. This is awesome. That's awesome. I love that I'm being treated like everybody else at the bar. That's a great experience, even though I'm drinking water. I can't really drink like the fruit juice. I can't really drink like the anything with carbonation. I have to really watch my health and watch my diet, and everybody else can just drink and do whatever they want with what's good for their body, their health, themselves. You make that own decision on your own, right? But for me, I have to watch and prevent my health, and be proactive about my health, right? And so I am not going to drink something that's going to harm me. And when I do drink, alcohol, I have to be very yeah, I have to kind of limit myself, watch myself. It has to be kind of a sporadic kind of thing. And I can't I just can't handle it anymore. I used to, but life has changed for me. And rather than being upset about it, I want to still be able to go to these events and be treated like everybody else. And so it really made a difference, and it really helped my overall experience when I am being treated respectfully and being served a drink and not being seen as kind of like an outcast. So that's where I am with that. And overall though, other than like really this one experience where the bartender actually told me, there's a water spigot over in the corner, and since that part's a negative review, I'm not actually going to drop the name there, but um I didn't appreciate at that venue the fact that they told me that there's a water spigot for me to go fill my own water cup. I'm at the bar. Want you to, I would like for the bartender to serve my drink. Not go to the corner of the bar and get my drink from a water spigot. I feel like that's not something overly um, uh, hard to. I feel like that's not overly expectant. I don't know the word there, but I don't feel like that's impossible to fulfill. I feel like that's something that we can be fulfilling toward not just me, but others in the community as well. Because if I'm experiencing this, I feel like I can't be the only one, right? So that's where I am with that. Now I'm going to take some time and talk to you about our talents. Our local talents are incredible, and I am not exaggerating. I am a picky person, so when it comes to our local talents and what we have to offer and our local creatives, when I am telling you that these are amazing individuals, I mean that they are amazing individuals, not just the fact that I think they are. I feel like our community deserves to know who these people are. I deserve that. Our artists I feel our artists deserve that attention, that attraction, that they they deserve that to be seen and visible. And that is kind of my goal here, is to make you visible to the community and bring the community to you. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different talents that I have seen. So I went from attending shows for like punk and metal and even like comedy and open mics, and it has been incredible. One of my favorite bands locally that I have recently discovered in this journey is Scabby Ghouls. I love that band. They're good at what they do. I love that our talents are good at what they do. They know what they're doing. I love that. And I love just I can tell when they really put their energy into the show, when they're into their performance, into what they're doing. I can tell when people really find their spark, and that's it. I have seen it. It's amazing. At one of our local talents, I don't know his name. Kyle maybe. See, I'm really new to these shows, so the more I go to these shows, the more I'm dropping these names, and I will continue to drop these names. Check out Scabby Ghouls, they're amazing. I have been following Gorgatron, and Coop Shoe is absolutely incredible. I think that that individual is just an amazing local music talent, and if you don't know who they are, you should definitely check them out. And along with Scabby Ghouls, if you don't know who they are, you need to go listen to their music. They are amazing. They are good at what they do. I already love their entire album. So those are just two local bands I've been checking out and listening to. I did go and check out I don't often check out music before I go to the talents, right? And I did go to a hip hop show, and maybe it was a rap show, but I went to Dropout Kings. I thought that they were incredible. I had an amazing night. Almost every time that I go to these shows and I discover these talents, I leave feeling just so happy, so fulfilled, so inspired. And that is why I am coming to you and just bringing you my experience and bringing you what I have experienced, what I have to offer, what I am witnessing. I want you to really understand and be inspired to just go check out these shows too. Go check out these events. Go check out these venues. These are amazing people in our community. Not only do they deserve to be seen, not only do you deserve to know who they are, they have amazing talents to offer us. They are offering amazing music, comedy, personalities. I love when our local talents are just authentic. I love that. I absolutely love that. So go check them out. They're amazing. I am encouraging you, really. I hope that at the end of this video and videos to come, that you are really just inspired to go to these shows. I leave these shows inspired. I leave these shows so happy. I just love the talent. I love it. It's amazing. That's where I really thrive. That's where I am seeing other individuals in our community really thrive. And just the experience of it is just, sometimes it is so overwhelming. It's amazing how talented everybody is. And so I'm going to keep going to these different shows and bringing to you these different names in our community, because they are incredible and you deserve to know who they are, and they deserve to know you. So why they make our shows enjoyable. What has made these shows enjoyable is literally our local talents. Um, just the conversations that they're engaging in after their performance, before their performance. I love when our talents, our creatives, our artists are engaging with our community in conversation, and whether it is about their music or it's about something else. I love people. You all know this. I love people. I love just everybody's individual difference. Everybody's so vastly different, and I thrive on that. I love that. It's amazing. And so that's what makes our shows highly enjoyable, is that um, they are engaging in conversation. They make the show worth attending. They make the event worth attending. Whether the bar is giving me a shitty drink or not, I am there for the talents. I am there for the music. I am there for the people. I am there. Another thing that I wanted to talk about that makes these shows just so incredible, it makes our local talents, creatives, and artists just amazing, right? What makes them amazing, what makes these events fulfilling, is that the more they enunciate in their lyrics, the more they enunciate when they are speaking, when they are talking, when they're singing. If I can understand them out in the crowd, that just made my experience at that event even more fulfilling. I can understand what you're singing. I can feel the music, I can hear the music, I can absorb the music. I love all of that. That's an amazing experience for me. I feel like that's an amazing experience for a crowd overall. That's just my opinion, but I think that that's really where we are just really bringing our talents and really showing our talents are really showing themselves, is when they are just enunciating, engaging with with the crowd. You know what I really loved at the show at Dream on the Green is when I loved when they kind of told the crowd how they wished for them to engage in the event. So they would mention things like headbanging at some of these events. That one was just one that really stood out in my head, just because that one of the performers they told the crowd, like, let's do this, and the crowd's like, okay, let's do this. I'm like, yes, let's get this party on. I absolutely love when our talents kind of they boost uh, our audience. They pump up our audience. They really get that energy going. They get everybody enthused in what's about to happen, and keep the crowd kind of engaged and active in the show. I love that. That shows a lot of quality. That shows a lot of interpersonal communication. Those are skills that you don't just get those from random one-on-one conversations. Those are skills that we have to kind of like train ourselves. We have to absorb. We have to practice using those skills. Those are some interpersonal communication skills that I learned as a public speaker. So when I see that from our talents that I know have never been in public speaking, yet they're using those kind of skills, I'm just like, wow, what an amazing talent. What an amazing experience. And I've been to several shows where they keep the crowd engaged, and they're really pumping up the energy, and I love that. I'm also going to tell you about all of the amazing producers I have met. I have been wanting to meet our local producers for a really long time, and I've had the opportunity this entire month to really just follow our local producers and really see what they have to offer, and I really love what they're doing. I love what they're doing. They are bringing us some amazing shows at amazing venues. They are creating our environment. They're the ones attracting our crowd, and I think that's incredible. So some names to kind of throw out here is Justin Strawstone, DJ Strawstone, Nice Enough Entertainment. I wanted to meet the face for Nice Enough Entertainment for years. I just met them. That was an amazing experience. And so these names, also I've wanted to meet these producers for a really long time. I've wanted to meet the faces. I wanted to meet the faces of them. I got to meet the faces. They put on amazing shows. I love it. I love what they show. I love what they have to offer. I love their advertisement styles. It's amazing. They're the ones getting me pumped up for these shows. They're the ones attracting me to these shows. It's just the way their advertisement is displayed online on Facebook. This is literally where I'm finding all of our shows, is through social media and through other people who have been going to shows, and they're like, do you know there's a show going on over here? I'm like, yes. Who's performing? Actually, I don't even always want to know who's performing. I want to know who's putting it on. I want to know who the producer is, who's hosting that. So some of these names also, I go to these venues and these events simply because they're the ones putting on these shows. And I know that if I go to these shows, I'm going to be safe. That's what attracts me. Bottom line, that's what attracts me to these shows. I know that going into this crowd, I'm not going to be harmed. I'm going to be safe. If I have any issues, I know exactly the people to talk to. I know several different faces who are going to be there, and that it's going to be an incredible event. And I'm likely not going to run into any trouble. And if I run into any trouble, I know how to handle it. Always. So, another name to mention is Blackheart Booking, and that is Lucas. I don't know their last name, but Corazon Negro, which is Blackheart Booking. And I just thought that name was incredible, pretty cool. There's actually like a meaning behind the name, and so I've been interested a little bit more in, like, if you're watching this, how'd you come up with that name? That was amazing. I love your name. So, shout out to all of our producers. Also, the last one that I'm going to mention is MC the Surreal, or the Surreal MC, MC the Surreal. I might have that incorrect, but the more I attend shows, the more I'm going to get these names down, and the more I'm going to be able to throw out names of our local artists. So these are just some shout outs, some I want to get your name out to the community. I want, advertise. I want to advertise you because you're just amazing, and I love that you're part of the community, and I love that you're part of my great experiences. I love that after I leave your shows, and that's Zach Hennings. So after I leave these shows, I feel amazing. I am glad that I attended these shows. So thank you so much to our producers for what you are doing. Thank you so much for putting these shows together and hosting at great venues. Thank you for making these safe events and environments to be. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And I love what we're doing. It has been an amazing experience. Some of the venues I have been to have been the Slowdown, the Shakedown, Dream on the Green, Dr. Jack's, The Waiting Room, Reverb Lounge, and the Black Squirrel and Maloney's. So I just wanted to mention those places, and some of those venues I've enjoyed more because of the complete setup of the venue, whether it's like the audience or the crowd or the setup of the venue, whether I can like listen to the music better, or the sitting arrangement of the venue, or even how packed the venue might be, or the convenience of like you're walking to the bar, walking to the bathroom, walking to the doors, and then also seating. That makes a difference for me. That makes a difference to some of the people I have been hanging out at these shows with, or attending shows with, or meeting up at shows with. So, or even other engaging conversations and stuff at these places. So that's just a few to mention, and those have been what I have attended in the past month. So I will be coming back to you with some more reviews of our talents, our producers, our shows, our venues, different things we have to offer the community, and different things that the community can really benefit from. So if you want your name mentioned in any of my future videos, let me know. If you want, I will be doing interviews with somebody at some point. So if you want an interview, let me know. I have questions to ask you. I have ways to handle camera shyness. Let's get this going. Let's get this on. I really wanted to share my experience with you, and thank you for watching and listening to all of this. And I will be bringing you more content and materials and reviews. And if you want to book an interview, or if you want to book an advertisement, let me know. And I will be seeing you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for these experiences. And everybody that I've mentioned, all of these venues, all of these places that I've mentioned, all of these talents that I've mentioned, all of our producers I've mentioned, thank you so much for everything you do. And thank you so much for what you're doing for the community. You're incredible people, and this is why I am so inspired to do what I am doing. This is why I am so driven to do what I am doing. You are my passion. I am here for you. Your success is quite literally my success. So I wish you all the best, sending you good vibes and energy, and looking forward to more amazing experiences. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you, whether you're a talent or someone in the community, going to these events, and just experiencing all of this with me. And if you see me out at any of these events, feel free to come up to me and talk to me, and just say hi if you want, or even just say my name. I'm awkward. I'm super awkward. I'm super weird. So feel free to be yourself, and I totally encourage you to just be your awkward little self, because I am my awkward little self all the fucking time. So I will see you later. Thanks for all of this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I look forward to doing more. Bye. Thanks for wetting my wiener with your favorite sauce.